because the user has opted out of Facebook. What? Fine, I'll post it manually. Yeah. Come on. Come on. I really don't like using a touchpad for a mouse. Okay. There. Close. Okay. All right. Dirty hands already. Okay, I need to get started on blades. Let's see here. These are part 2 blades. Part 1 blades are where? Sometimes I forget where I keep everything. Oh, they're down here. So I wonder where the Ziplocs were. Okay, so these I need to, let's see. I gotta find out if he needs a blade break on his part 1. So let me look that up real quick. So I know one of them does not want a blade break. The other one I'm not certain of. So let me double check it. All right, let me search our conversation. I'll take the blade break. Okay. Make sure he didn't change his mind at any point. Okay. Looks like 1 blade break, 1 no blade break. That's only important because on my blade itself, I actually have it cut to have a little tiny notch that tells me where the blade break goes. So that way it's exact on every single piece. But when somebody requests no blade break, then I have to remove that notch. So I leave the notch on one of them and remove the notch on the other. So let's see, which one of these is cleaner? This one's cleaner. So this one does have the blade break. Okay. That means this one I need to remove. Good. All right. Clean. Just taking the burr off of the steel. I have a clean, flat surface. Not a problem. Thanks for tuning in, keeping me company. Today is blade day, so critical part. Let's see. Feels like there's something on the surface there. I think it just came off. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes with the laser cut, you get like a backsplash or a splashback of a molten material that sticks to the surface of the blade. So you have to just remove that to get yourself a nice clean surface. Okay, so these are both index blades. One is for an actual part 1, the other one is for a part 2 that wants part 1 blades but part 2 weathering. So yeah. So this is the part 2. No, this is the part 1. This is the part 2. Okay. All right, let's bevel these babies real quick. Where's my jig? Basically, I'm just marking on the back of the blade where the bevel needs to start, so I don't go too far up the tang or I don't go far enough, that kind of thing. So this is the part one. Okay. This is the part two. All right. Excuse me. All right. Okay, so the one with the blade break is part one. That's the one I don't want to focus on right now. Okay. So this. Trying to get my thoughts in order here. Have to make a little tweak. There it is. Always test the blade fit before finalizing anything. Looks good on that side. There we go. super tiny amounts trimming just to get the right amount of extension on the finger. Look at that. Index tip. It's got the right folder open. Okay. Got the right overlap, so okay. It's looking good. Just filing off the point of the tang right here that's on the back of the finger, because I don't want that to be too sharp. I left that sharp on a glove once and I wound up cutting myself on it actually. So I was like, I should probably dull that down a little. So yeah. Okay, so I think that's ready. Okay, so since this is on the part 2, just need to polish it first. And where is my polishing jig? There's that. Where's the other one? Here you are. Okay. And so I've been kind of testing on a few things, so I'm kind of even more disorganized than usual. Oh, there it is. That's what I wanted. I'm okay. Just, you know, keeping busy. It's like that song, I owe, it's off to work I go. Okay, Yeah, since it's a part two, I don't have to really like clean up the bevel and stuff because it all gets hidden once everything gets roughed up and scratched. So, so yeah. How are you? Oh, I know. I wish I could just be chilling, but no. I'm financially irresponsible and I have to do this. All right. Okay. It is what it is, you know. What can you do? All right. So, um, clean that up just a tad. That's just too tight. It's too loose. All right, Goldilocks. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. The light gets warm. Okay. Blade is mostly done. So do I have a marker down here? Like an actual thicker marker? Or do I just have that tiny thin one? I don't see one. What about in here? That's a small one. I should go get one. Speaking of markers, where did I just put the one that I used? Oh my gosh. Where did I put it down? It's probably right in front of me and I'm just blind. Where did I put that marker? Oh my gosh. It's not my pocket, is it? Where did I set it down? I literally just used it a second ago. And now it is hiding from me. Any thoughts? So do you want a TV 28 or 32 inch? I can't remember. HDMI but no HDR. I don't really know where I'd put it. I mean, I have a TV up in that, a flat screen up in that case up there that I'm not even using. So I don't know where to put it. So having another one, unfortunately, there's the marker. Anyway, I wouldn't know what to do with it. Did somebody take that chair? Yeah, this would be a lot easier with a regular full-size marker. Oh, good. Hope they enjoy it. Okay. All right. There's one blade. Let's make sure that looks good. I'm pretty sure it's fine. Nice bevel. Okay. I will like it. All right. One down. I'll just focus on these blades instead of kind of trying to do both sets at once. All right. Sneeze coming. Excuse me. All right, there's Pinky. That is middle. And this is ring. Make sure to pick the cleanest blades for the part one, since I need to get a clean mirror finish on those. That looks pretty good for so this is middle. That looks pretty clean. This is also middle. I'll keep this for the part two. Or the part one. Goodness me. No, part two. Gosh. Okay, this is ring. Okay, yeah, I'll do ring for this part two. This is Pinky. That'll be fine. Okay. All right. There's that set. Okay, so I have index. That's ring. That's Pinky. That's middle. There we go. Okay, we're good. 11 to 13 years old. Well, gaming chair, maybe? I don't know. I'm skipping a step here. Before I polish, I need a bevel. Goodness. I'll just set that aside. Come on. keto French toast and eggs and bacon. I don't know if you've heard me, but it's kind of noisy in here. Nice looking bells. All right. I'm just going to do shake and bake chicken. I am cheating a little. I did get some rice-a-roni because I just had to have a side with it, and I'm not doing keto, so, and you know, it's more just calorie watching for me. So. I'm not trying to obtain ketosis. Whew, I can tell that belt is losing abrasive. Takes longer to just get the bevel set. So. All right. I hate it when I can feel fatigue setting in, even though it hasn't been very long. It's just like, oh. All right. So I'm going to polish these up. Then go proceed to weathering. Nice looking bevels though. It's going okay. Just, you know, tired as always. I had trouble waking up this morning. You know, it's another day, another dollar. How's your day going? Sorry, rude not to ask. How'd that go? Any fights? Like, of course, hockey's not hockey without a fight. coming. They are coming along. Looking pretty good. I'll do all 3 of these before I've got one blade done. I haven't brazed it, but the blade itself is done, ready for brazing. I'm just doing the other 3. So these are the part 1 shaped blades, but they're going on a part 2 glove and no blade break. So I guess he basically just wanted the blades non-beaten up in terms of like their shape, because they're weathered, but they're just still pointy and not broken. So I don't know if I've done one of those before. I may have, but most people don't do much customization. Normally it's just straight up. The biggest change is usually just whether or not they do or don't do a blade break. Aside from that, if it's a part 2 glove, blades are weathered. If it's part 1 glove, blades are shiny. You're probably not the only one. Let's see, how many people are watching? 3? All right.
I appreciate that. Just adding a little more shine to them after weathering. For some reason, it just keeps scratching the bevel and not. Basically, I'm just dragging the blade around on the ground to scratch it up a bit. Make it look like it's had some good use for a little while. Use the grit on the floor of the garage just to give it a weathered look. Still got some reflectivity, got some tarnish, got scratching. It's good. Let me compare it to the other one. Looks good. Okay.
All right. So I'll show you what the blades look like. I'm not sure if yeah. I think you can see the scratching on there and stuff. So yeah, just to make them look used and, you know, beat up and okay, now I gotta make sure. Okay, so I already test fitted the index finger, and that is, I think that's this blade. Yep. Okay, and this is the middle. So let me make sure that the blades are gonna fit nicely, and I got the right amount of finger extension. So that needs to be ground in just a tad more. Okay, that looks good. Just have to trim it a little bit. That's pretty good. Sorry, I got a lot going on. A lot of moving parts in life right now, so okay. Sorry. Should I silence it? My mom's in the hospital, so my siblings are just constantly talking about how's she doing? How's she doing? Anybody taking care of? One of my siblings is in Portland, and she's a caretaker for the elderly as her job, and so she's extremely inquisitive about what's going on and things like that, trying to stay informed on everything. So I'm the one with the least information. Because I'm the only one of my siblings that's married and, has a spouse at home, and I can't just, run off and just spend all day with my mom at the hospital, even if I want to. But my siblings who are just by themselves, it's easier for them to just handle that. Let's see. Okay. Oh. See, how long have I been streaming? 2 hours? Goodness. I'm just finishing with the blades. Then again, these are part 2 blades, so all the extra weathering and stuff like that, so. All right. I feel like that's one thing I hate about glove work is when I'm grinding and stuff like that. I always feel like I'm covered in sand. I just feel like I have grit everywhere. I don't like it. It's not comfortable.
catalog of my work. I can't say I have one. I used to have a website, but it was just too much to maintain. I guess you can look at my Knife Gloves Facebook page. I should have some pictures on there. But I specialize in primarily part 1 and part 2 gloves. So the original glove in its various forms. So, all right. Trying to think. I normally braise right here, but I don't necessarily want to do that because my back will just be right to you. So I'm trying to think how I should set things up for braising on a live stream so it's not just me with my back facing you guys. Let's see. I may actually just do it straight on like this. That way I have access to my quenching bucket right here. That should be okay. This needs to be crimped a little harder. It's like these things want to just pull out here. Okay. Get my brazing flux brush. Brazing wire. I'm actually not taking orders at the present time. I just have too many people in line. And so the gloves that I'm building are for people on my waiting list already. And I've kind of stopped adding names to it for the time being. It's just got too long. It's just too mentally burdensome. Every time I look at it and I see how many people are waiting on me, it's like I have to get it down to a more manageable size, so I have to stop adding people to it, unfortunately. But, sorry. But yes, the blades can be mirrored. I mean, I wish I were superhuman and I could accommodate everybody and get gloves cranked out in a reasonable time frame, but it's just my life doesn't permit that like it used to. I wish I could. And plus, I also don't want to, like, I don't take any money up front either. I mean, I do in rare circumstances, very rare circumstances, but normally people are paying up front. I'm already working on their glove, but I never just take somebody's money and then they're waiting around for months on end waiting for me to finish it. I just don't want to dig myself into that kind of a hole. I mean, the upfront money is nice and everything, but I use this money to pay my bills, and if I take a bunch of money up front, that money will be used up, and then I'll still have a buttload of work in front of me that I still have to do. And by the time that money's gone, this is an explanation nobody asked for, by the way. You know, I still have all the work left to do, but the money's already gone, and so it feels like I feel like I'm working for free. It's like, you already got paid for all this work, though. So I'd rather have the carrot dangling in front of me and get the reward at the end. Keeps me motivated. Otherwise, you can take a bunch of money, which a lot of other builders have done. You just take a bunch of money and then they just kind of disappear. And you're waiting for years, you know, waiting for an order. So let's see here. Making sure everything's ready to go here. Did you donate $2? No one's ever donated before, so I'm like, what's this? Is that new? If so, I appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, I've never had anybody donate before. I never asked for donations, but but if that's what that is, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. So that's all you could afford? No, I'm kidding. I am totally kidding. So, no, I appreciate it. So, but yeah, I mostly do this for my benefit in terms of, because I understand that glove building can be tedious and boring to watch and stuff like that. Some people find it interesting, but I'd mostly do it for my benefit because it helps keep my butt in the chair knowing that people are watching me. No, I've never had a super chat. I don't do a ton of live streaming. And so I honestly don't know how to do any of that stuff. So I've never tried to do anything to earn money off of this or anything like that. It's just, I do it just to help keep me motivated to stay working. And so if people are watching me, then it helps keep me here instead of just like watching YouTube videos or whatever. So anyway, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know much about the donations and super chats. Honestly, I don't even know what that is. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
So, but thank you. More slack. For some reason that my brazing wire didn't want to melt. That didn't work. Well, this Dremel's starting to break on me, so I need to get a new one anyway. Let's try that again, shall we? Add some more flux to it. Just for some reason the wire didn't want to liquefy.
there. That one was a little tricky. Ooh, that's a hot handle. Hot pliers. Okay, so I'll let that one soak. I'll move on to the next one in the meantime. I know I can look this up, but what is a super chat? I don't know what that is. Again, I've heard of it. I've heard other people, like live streamers, talk about that and stuff like that, but I've never looked into it. Highlights the person's message. Oh, okay. That's what that is. Okay, so a super chat. Okay, I thought it was like a separate chat thing. So super chat is the blue thing that showed up. It says, I think you are one of the few remaining makers. So that's specifically a super chat. Got it. Makes sense. If I've had a super chat, I don't recall. I mean, I'll feel bad if somebody made a donation and it just totally went unnoticed by me. Just because, you know, I don't do this for donations and I don't have any kind of a notification like audio cue or anything. So I don't know if I missed a message and it's like, I made a donation, you didn't say anything about it. Sorry. I didn't. So I don't know. That would be interesting if I can go back and look at statistics. I don't know if YouTube, I'm sure YouTube has a activity tracker or something. So yeah, that was, because I've been doing this for 18 years now. So I will say I've gotten a lot better since then. Things have changed. But I appreciate the support after all this time. Makes me feel old. All right. Yeah, it's okay. We all get old. Nobody. It's an inevitability. All you can do is embrace it and enjoy the ride. None of us get out of this life alive, so just enjoy the time you get, because any one of us can go at any time. Like Brian Sills, unfortunately. Did not expect that. That was a shocker. So he's like the closest Freddie Glove builder that we've lost. I think there was one other that died. I don't know if he was a builder. I know he was big in the glove community, but I don't know if he built gloves. But losing Brian was a shock. So it's still weird to even bring it up. So I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Again, thank you, Stephen. Thank you. I'm not asking for donations, but I appreciate your guys' support, and thanks for keeping me company. So, I mean, this is the support. I mean, again, thanks for donations. Again, I'm not looking for them. I'm trying to get them or soliciting them. I'm just doing this to help keep my butt here. So, it's already 6:30. At least where I am. I know you might be in other time zones, but thank you again. I really appreciate it. So, I mean, I'll put that towards getting a new Dremel or something. So, all right, let's get this blade going. As I suspected. Not quite seal up on that. There we go. That sealed it. Or it's just a little opening. You don't need to give me an extra Dremel. I mean, I can always go buy one. What kind you got? I mean, this is just one that I got from Harbor Freight, but I don't. Do they still sell them at Harbor Freight? I think they do. No, it's the hole puncher that they don't sell at Harbor Freight anymore. But yeah, this thing, it's the locking mechanism. This thing is broken. And so this pin likes to try to stop this from spinning. So sometimes you'll hear this rattling. It's because that pin is slightly making contact to the spinning thing. Yeah, I just call them spinning things. Those are the technical terms in my world. But anyway, yeah, that broke. And so it's still functional, but I do need to get it replaced. So, excuse me. Speaking of which, I need to use this. that rattle right there. It's that pin that's trying to push in, see? And so it's hitting up against the spinning mechanism. Again, this is not normally the position that I'm working in, so I'm a little out of my element. So my cords are being stretched in areas where normally they're not. Okay, there's that. This brazing flux seems really dry. I keep it sealed in this container. I'm getting hungry. It is dinner time, but hey, food can wait, right? My wife can't. Ha. Having a little more trouble today. Honestly, I think it's because I'm just not. I'm out of my orientation here, so it's just kind of feeling weird. Normally, I get this on the first try. Yeah. Stop your rattling. Let's try that again. There. I'm just adding the solder or the brazing spill patterns. Okay, hot handle. Phone. So they're finally feeding my mom in the hospital. They didn't feed her for 24 hours. They had her on NPO. That means like basically no food. They were worried about her inhaling it just because she coughed when they gave her some water. It's rather stupid. We were all kind of upset about it. I grabbed my phone to look something up. Oh, yes. So I'm just looking up the Dremel that you said that you had. Just making sure. I mean, I don't want to take it off your hands. I mean, I can go buy one. It's only 40 bucks, it looks like. Yeah, because all I really need is just a basic one. I mean, that would certainly would fit the mold. It looks like just a basic Dremel tool, but I do need it corded, which this one is. Yeah, I don't want to say yes because, like, again, I'm not asking you guys to donate or give me anything. I mean, I can always just go buy one. Is it used or new? I mean, I'm just wondering what I'm getting myself into here. What kind of a let's see. Do they still sell this one at Harbor Freight? Yeah, they do sell a rotary tool. It's not Dremel, but okay, that's a rechargeable one. I don't want a rechargeable one. Cordless is nice, but I don't want to deal with a battery. That's interesting. But that's a really big, no. I'm just looking at the different options like at Harbor Freight and whatnot. That one comes with this weird pack, like a battery. It's not, let's see. Oh, it's cordless. Variable speed with flexible shaft. Oh, here's the Chicago Electric. That's this one here. Slightly different. So, I mean, why don't you just keep it for yourself? I mean, I know you have two of them, but what if the one that you have breaks? I mean, it's always nice to have a backup, says the guy who doesn't have a backup. um, yeah, excuse me. Sorry for yawning. Okay, so here's one from Bauer. Yeah. That's a variable speed. It's not the greatest reviews, though. It's 3.5 stars out of 5. I mean, you can't go wrong with Dremel brand. I mean, so yeah, that's what I need. I have to have the power. I can't have the cordless because, you know, yeah, I definitely have to have a corded one. It's a rechargeable Dremel. It's another nail trimming kit Dremel. I'm assuming not fingernail trimming kit. Although you could trim your fingernails with it. Anyway. Yeah. And it says Dremel 200. It says, is this it? It says Dremel 200 N6 corded 2-speed rotary tool. Is it only 2 speeds? It's like low or high. Oh, nice. Milwaukee cordless Dremel. Milwaukee's a good brand. I don't have anything Milwaukee brand, but yeah. Is that Dremel 200 just 2 speeds? I know I looked at rotary tools before. It's been a little bit ever since right when that pin broke. I started looking at them. I just haven't pulled the trigger on anything yet. Um, anyway, yeah, 2 speeds. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I need to have more variable options. Um, and because sometimes I need it really slow, sometimes I need it faster than really slow, but I don't want it full speed. So I do have to. This one has 4 speeds. Let's see. See. This one that's the lowest, middle, second or third. Yeah, this is 4 speeds, and I think I would need at least 4 speeds. So I appreciate the offer, but yeah, unfortunately, just only having 2 speeds, I think wouldn't be suitable because just I'm thinking of all the things that I do with it. Sometimes I'm using the slowest speed. Sometimes I need it just a little bit faster, but I don't want it at full speed. And then there are other times when I do use it at full speed. So, yeah. Again, I appreciate the offer. It's really kind of you. Thank you. But I do have to have something that is more variable or has more options than that. So, yeah, the lever or that dial, you know, yeah, but this one has just 4-click options. But I know they do have one that has a dial that it's just more of a gradual increase in speed, that kind of a thing. I guess it'd be more like my bench grinder that has a variable speed, but it has a dial that I can just turn it up, that kind of a thing. So, again, thank you. I appreciate the offer. So, let's see. Like this, when I'm just basically grinding the surface of the metal just to expose fresh metal for the brazing, I use the lowest setting for that. But there's other things that I do where, let's see. Just trying to think where. So I know I use like the second highest or the second lowest setting. Well, that's when I'm cleaning off certain things. Like it's hard to explain. It's part of the cleaning off the copper. I don't want it at full speed, but I need it a little faster than the lowest speed. It's crooked. Don't want a crooked blade. I need this tighter. Needed to clamp down a little harder. Tilt. For some reason this is wanting to tilt on me. There we go. Just have to get it just right so it's not tilted. There. All right.
Something that I don't like right there. Just some of the brazing material didn't fill in a certain spot. There we go. Just too much of an opening in that spot, so just had to fill it in just a little bit. Just gotta play with it until you get it. All right, where did I put my phone? My siblings talking about my mom. Just making sure I'm not missing anything super important. Just making sure. All right, one more blade. My phone's just going crazy. But I am getting hungry. So I'm sure I'll be stopping here after I do this last blade. Yep, the last one. I think I cut the bristles just a little too short on this brush. I think next time I'll leave them on just a little bit longer. Nice. That's a sturdy blade right there. Okay. Thankfully, this is the easiest one to braze. Because there's no special pattern to it. It's just really just a straight braze. Sure it got both sides. Hey, nice. That's a good one. Sweet. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Now that that's done, this is where kind of the fun really begins. Because then it's, you know, it's like I just have to match the color and I start doing the detailing after that. I mean, I still have to do the back plate, but, you know, but the detailing, you know, the weathering, all that fun stuff. That stuff I enjoyed doing that. And so tonight's dinner is, let's see, I pre-made a chicken breast, just shake and bake. I made it in my air fryer yesterday, and then I'm gonna have a side of rice-a-roni. I'm gonna put the chicken breast on top of the rice-a-roni, and then I'm gonna pour chicken noodle soup, but not fully made. I don't add so much milk, so it's more like a gravy, so it's thicker. I just pour chicken noodle soup over the top of it. And yeah, that's probably going to be my dinner. So I'm trying to lose weight, and so, I mean, I'm not doing keto or any carb counting or anything like that. I'm just kind of trying to limit my caloric intake just to create a deficit. I honestly don't know what my BMR is, so I don't know how many calories I burn just by breathing, just existing. But I have been losing weight, so I'm just trying to keep that up. Yeah. So that's going to be what's for dinner. My wife, on the other hand, she eats like a mouse. She doesn't eat anything really that I eat. She usually has me get her something different or make her a sandwich or something. But it's very rare that we eat the same thing. And so, but yeah. So anyway, so let me pull these blades out of the water here. I don't want to use my drying towel because this is going to have some flux residue on it. There's my headlamp. I've been looking for this. That was smart.
I was just making sure it still works, and it does.
All right. Where am I? Ah, I don't have things balanced properly here. That's gonna fall. There. Okay. Okay. I have to let these soak in water for a little bit after braising, just because the braising flux kind of turns to rock. And so soaking it in water makes it easily removable. You can just wipe it right off. But now I have to get it so these fingers match the lower stalls. So that's going to be fun. That shape looks really good. I like that. This is turning out to be a nice build. I mean, they're all nice, but for some reason, some things just fall into line. It's like it just hits a sweet spot. So. What's on your dinner menu? That is a really tight line. It's clean, very clean. Make sure it still looks good. Yes, it does. I like it. Looking good. May have to file down some of these spots on this brazing. For some reason it's like they didn't fully melt. It's like a little sharp clumps. It's okay. Nothing I can't handle. Chopped potatoes, sliced carrots, and chopped beef. Nice. Sounds like a hash of some kind. Except for the carrots. It's a straight blade. That's nice. Sometimes after I braise it, I look at it and it's like, why did you tilt? And there's a slight, just a slight angle to it. Not on this one. It's as straight as an arrow. Nice. Me likey. Looking good. Looking real good. So this was a 3-hour session. So 3 hours with a Mountain Dew. Nice. I used to like Mountain Dew. Now it tastes too much like just straight chemical for me. I'm more of a Dr. Pepper kind of guy. Yep, things are looking good on this glove. Okay, now that they're out of the water, I once forgot a blade. It's actually
two blades with real P210 knives. I forgot I left them in the water overnight once, and I came back out and found that the blades had started to corrode. So, yeah, I had to buy those blades off of the guy. Thankfully, he was able to track down two more, and he sent those to me. But yeah, that was totally my fault. Never seen that happen before, though. I have left blades in my bucket overnight before, but with P210s, I should have been extra precautious or extra cautious. And so, I don't have that kind of time, Stephen. It's a funny idea, though, but I got to focus my time on things that are going to pay my bills. I wish I could just have goof off builds, you know, just like I just did this because I felt like it. But my time has to be spent on things that are going to bring in the money that I need. So, anyway, I got to go get dinner. I haven't had a ton to eat today. Just had some French toast and eggs for breakfast. The French toast was made with the keto bread from Costco. So, surprisingly, it's good. Very good. Like, I don't feel guilty about having French toast anymore. It's like, I'm just eating nothing but carbs. Like, well, keto bread, yeah. It actually works surprisingly well with as French toast. So, thanks for that. You know who you are. So, anyway, I guess that's it for now. So, yeah, I get it. I just did the dishes. I cleaned out my sink, cleaned off my stove. Um, yeah, being an adult is loads of fun. It's just things that weren't things as a kid become things as an adult. So, anyway, thanks again for keeping me company. Again, thanks for donations. I mean, again, like I said, it's totally unexpected, but greatly appreciated. So, yeah. Until next time, take care of you and yourself and yours and all the other yous. I don't know what I'm talking about. The delirium of hunger is setting in. So, yeah, go take care of the things you got to take care of, and I'll do the same. Again, thanks for keeping me company. Let's see. Let's try cinnamon roll French toast. How do you make cinnamon roll French toast? You buy cinnamon rolls and you make them like French toast. I guess I'd need some elaboration on that. Again, I'm trying to watch my calories. Let's see, the bread from this morning was only 160 calories, and I had 4 slices with my French toast, because it's 40 calories per slice. But if I am watching carbs, it's only 1 net carb. You dip them in cinnamon, sugar, and egg. Never tried the sugar. I do milk, egg, and vanilla, and cinnamon. Those are the ingredients that go into my French toast. And so I'm mostly there. I just don't use the sugar, but there's no cinnamon or no vanilla mentioned here. So I guess the difference would be swap out the vanilla, add in sugar, But yeah, never tried that. I can look that up though. But I try not. I'm not much of a sugar guy, and I mean, even the syrup that I had this morning was sugar-free syrup. So, which honestly tastes the same as regular syrup for me. It's like if I can have syrup and not have the loads of sugar and calories that come with it typically, and have it taste about the same, I'll take that. So, anyway, so yeah, so we got 4 braised fingertips. So we got the blades made, blades are braised. Now I have to clean the tips up, try to match them to the lower stalls. Then it's detailing, starting to add like the little solder spills on the pieces, add some weathering, then ringlets. And then once I get the back plate made, it's final assembly for the armature. So yeah, butter flavor syrup's good. You know, I just throw butter on my my French toast, and then I use the sugar-free syrup. So therefore, it's my butter syrup. So, but yeah. And then I just made a couple of fried eggs. So I had my big, griddle out. So I had my French toast, and then I cooked my eggs. That was this morning. So, but yeah. So yeah. So I'll let you go. Again, thank you for keeping me company. And I'll just resume when I resume. So I'm sure I'll do some more work tonight. I mean, I'd prefer to just take the evening off and just go play a video game or something, but I really got to finish this. As much as I'd like to just do other stuff, my financial situation is just knocking at my door, and I got to figure something out. I even considered getting a part-time job, but that would occupy this time. And so, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Hello, Genevieve. Substitute sugar, like stevia or something like that. Suppose you could. But yeah, I do use cinnamon. Yeah, basically, I just pour some milk into a little container. I'm, mix in an egg or two. Depends on how much I'm making. And then I pour some vanilla, just some vanilla flavoring into it, mix that up. And then I sprinkle cinnamon over the top. And then every time I dip the bread, I always put a fresh coat of cinnamon. That way I've got a nice coating of cinnamon on both sides of the bread. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Then I just cook it. And so, yeah, I definitely use vanilla and cinnamon, milk, butter, or egg. And then I butter the bread. Then I use sugar-free syrup. So yeah. My cinnamon that's been sitting in my cabinet forever, probably just like, finally, I'm getting some use. Because I just started making French toast again. It's just I have a friend that stayed with us for a little while playing video games and things like that, recommended. It's like, hey, let's do French toast. Actually, her mom recommended French toast, but using keto bread. And ginger. It's an ingredient I never use. I probably don't even have any. Again, if I start, like, I'm a terrible cook. Like, I don't know what flavors and go with what or how much and stuff. I botch if I start. complicating things. I just remember the French toast recipe that my parents made, and that was it. Next on Cooking with Mark, right? Yeah. And so, yeah, I'll tell you how bad of a cook I am. Like I burned my rice-a-roni last night, so I just I let it sit with the butter a little too long, so it got a little too dark. So it's still fine though. But yeah, it's like, how do you screw up rice-a-roni? Really? So this guy can show you how. Anyway, again, thank you for keeping me company. So yeah, I'll go get dinner. Gotta go figure out what the wife wants for dinner. I'm certain it's not going to be what I'm having. So gotta make 2 dinners or prep 2 dinners. So hopefully she keeps it simple for me. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good evening. Again, I'll probably resume live streaming later, just whenever I get around to it. My toothpaste is charcoal infused. Of course, I'm not consuming that, so, or ingesting it. So, anyway, so yeah, that'll be next on Cooking with Mark. So, again, thank you for your attention and keeping me company. I know I've said that a dozen times at this point, but yeah, I'm gonna go get some dinner and we'll pick up later. Okay. Have a good evening, guys. Thanks again.